Okay, on this map, on this point, I like to start off by coming on right side and putting Pylon here. And once I can move up further in, I put it there. And then once you're able to like contest this part, I do like to put it inside here. I think that one's pretty nice. And when you can push the enemy team back to their spawn, I recommend to put Pylon here. People from that side don't really see it unless they really push on the left side. Instead, if you put it here, they see it more clearly. And if you're stuck playing down here, if you're able to angle Pylon like this, would be for the best. It's a bit hard because sometimes it pokes like this. It's still not that bad as long as the enemy is not playing there. So they both work, but the best will be this because if somebody's here, they don't really see it compared if it was poking out. You could also put it here if you're stuck playing on point. This is pretty nicely angled. I like this one. And if you're pushing the enemy from this way or you're playing on point a lot, putting Pylon here is really nice. Even if somebody comes from this way, they don't see it. If you come from this side, I like to put Pylon here for now. And if you're getting pushed back, usually I just leave it here. And if you're getting pushed very into the spawn, I like to put it here. Or here if they're coming from that way. And if you come from top, I like to leave Pylon there. Simply for the fact that if somebody comes from behind, it's covered. Nobody can see this one, so it's nice too. And if there's some AoE damage coming in, this doesn't not get hit. At the start of this point, I like to start off by putting Pylon there. And once you can push in further, I like to put on top. And when you can push in further, you can put Pylon behind here. That one is pretty solid. And I really like this spot to put it in between these things if the enemy team is like playing there and they're pushing in a little bit harder. I like to put it there. Otherwise, I'd always leave it there. If you play up on point and you're contesting, I'd rather leave Pylon behind here if you can. Otherwise, you can put it here, but it's not like super safe. This one's situational if you're really like contesting hard with the enemy. But otherwise, I'd just rather leave it here. Or even up there. You could also put Pylon behind here. If you're in a situation you're playing more on this side. It's not the best though. Like, it's very situational on the enemy comp. Because if they're a Winston or a Sojourn, this one is most likely gone. So if anything, I'd rather just leave it here. And if you're getting pushed back from their point, I like to leave Pylon here for now. I think this one's pretty nice instead of like leaving it here, which is very exposed. You could also put Pylon here as long as the enemy is still like on point and it's not pushing you in. And once you come back from spawn, you can put Pylon there. Or you could also leave it here. If you play it from the inside, which I never really do, but if you do, put Pylon up there. It's pretty nice, protected even if somebody comes from this way. On this point, I like to start off by putting Pylon there. And then once you can move up further, I'll leave it there for now. And if you're winning the fight here, I'll leave it there. That spot is, for the most times, is okay. As long as the enemy is like not pushing in and you're like in a sail position, this one is also always good. If they push in, you really need to move this back because I had a lot of times where you just get destroyed. Once you push in further and you have the point capped and everything, you can leave Pylon here. I think this one's pretty nice. Instead of living in the back, which doesn't really heal as much as this one. And when you push the enemy back to their spawn, you can put Pylon here for the moment, or even up there if you're really pushing them in far. And if you're stuck playing on point here, you can put Pylon there. The one's, it's not like the best, but it's good for when you're like around here and the enemy team is not like super pushed in. Instead, if you're stuck playing down here, maybe because you're contesting point against the enemy or stuff like that, I'll discourage putting Pylon like behind here or anywhere near. If anything, I'd rather just chug it behind, because I never had a situation where it will stay alive. So if anything, just chug it behind. It will help you more. And if you want to push from this side, you can put Pylon there. If you push even further from this side, you can put Pylon there too. If you play here, putting Pylon like this will be very nice. The enemy will know that it's here, but they will not see it. so be careful. You don't necessarily need to like super angle it super well either. It would just be nicer if you did, but it doesn't really matter that much. And if you're getting pushed back from your spawn, you can put Pylon there. And if you're getting pushed out even more, you can just leave it up there.